This is the story of how I rescued my dogs Buddy and Jay. So, I had my first dog Timmy for about 6 weeks when I began searching for a second puppy. The reason why I wanted a second dog was because I had a dog growing up, just one by itself, and he always struck me as being incredibly lonely. And I was also working most of the day and couldn't be with Timmy all the time. And I didn't want her to be lonely in life like I'd seen my previous dog be. And also, given her extremely sociable nature, I thought that it was a good idea to get her a little brother or sister. So, over the course of the next month, I actually rescued several sick or abandoned puppies, but none of them ended up being a good fit. Then one day, I was out hiking a few hours and I stumbled upon a litter of 8 very malnourished looking puppies. I had gotten into the habit of always carrying parasite treatments and some puppy food on me, as I frequently came across sick and malnourished puppies on my hikes. So I put my backpack down and I talked to the man owning the house where these puppies were, and he agreed to let me give them all parasite treatments. While I was in the midst of it, one of the puppies sat down on my bag. When I was finished and trying to get my bag to leave, he curled up in a ball and just refused to get off of my bag. He looked up at me, then looked back down and just closed his eyes and started to fall asleep on my bag. I took a better look at all of them, and especially him, and it did strike me that he was the most undernourished looking one of the bunch. So I asked the man when he was born and found out that he was only about 6 weeks younger than Timmy, but a quarter of her size. I then asked the man if I could take him and take care of him, and the man agreed. And so I put the little puppy in my bag and I hiked him back down with me and Timmy to my house. There he threw up worms after worms after worms. He refused to eat or drink anything, so I hand-fed him. The vet trip revealed that he was so severely anemic it could be fatal. We got a few prescriptions and then headed back home. I ended up feeding him by hand every day for about 3 weeks. And I still remember the first time he finally ate a little bit on his own, and I was just so happy at that time. I was calling him Buddy. Didn't have a real name for him yet, and that just somehow turned into his actual name. But he was very fragile and unable to play like crazy with Timmy, which had been the reason that I was originally looking for a new puppy. About a month into my search for a second dog, before I got Buddy, a neighbor told me that a street dog had just given birth 2 days ago to 3 little puppies in his backyard. So I went over to take a look, and he grabbed one of the tiny puppies and put it in my hand, trying desperately to talk me into taking it. But I looked at this tiny little black thing that fit in my hand, and I told him that they absolutely needed to be with their mother for ideally about 2 months. But that maybe I'd check back again. I did come back a couple times, removing ticks and fleas from the trio, but aside from that, they seemed pretty healthy. The little black one was a female, and she had 2 brothers. The mother of the dogs moved them around all over the place, and eventually humans grabbed the 2 males. But the female puppy, no one really wanted because of her gender. One night, probably a good week to 10 days into having Buddy, I found the little puppy abandoned in a pile of tires right next to the big main road with a lot of fast traffic. She was crying and I felt really bad, but thought the mother must be nearby, and given her age, she was still better off with her mom. But I still remembered holding her in my hand when she was just a newborn, and how the man had tried to force me to take her at the time and I turned it down. And so I came back very late at night in the rain to check, and she was still there by herself and crying. And so I picked her up and I took her home. I still remember that first night we all spent together. I ended up naming her Jay after the mom of a friend who passed away the same day I got her. Jay and Timmy hit it off immediately. Jay had been with her mother and was well fed and incredibly energetic as opposed to Buddy. Jay was only about 4 to 5 weeks old when I rescued her, and she was the same size as poor malnourished Buddy, who was at least 3 months older than her. Timmy and Jay were inseparable from the first time they laid eyes on one another, and still are as of today. But Jay, I quickly realized, had some other issues. She was much more hesitant towards me than the other two were when I rescued them. And, aside from me, she would let absolutely no one get close to her. I wondered a lot if something had happened to her. She also refused to eat anything, but was very healthy. It seemed like she was scared of something, and she also consistently seemed confused and very hesitant. Buddy! 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 Hi! 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 What's up? So that's basically him pretty much all day while I got these two. Hey, Timmy! Hey! Timmy! Calm it down. Jay, come here. Jay! Hi, Jay! Hi, Jay! Say hi. 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 Oh my goodness, hi. And then this happens when she can't get to the... Timmy can't get to that, she plays with him, and that's what that looks like. Timmy! And this one and him played pretty well if I let him play. Timmy. Timmy, God, calm down. What the heck am I gonna do with you? You're nuts. You're freaking nuts, and she's digging a hole. Buddy! Hi! Are you happy, bud? I can't figure it out. Timmy! Timmy, you need to find something your own size, I think. I think playing with these two little ones it's just not working out. Timmy! Timmy, come. Timmy. Hi, bud. Hi, Jay. Hi. Say hi, Timmy. Timmy. Say hi. Yes. Hi. A rare moment of Buddy and Timmy sort of being playful. And the other one is under there. Jay! Hi! This is the problem, is he's literally just skin. He doesn't have very much... Timmy! He doesn't have anything much thick there, so he tends to feel it a lot on his limbs whenever she bites him. The other one, this guy got pretty thick layer of skin, and I guess, just skin in general. This one's very skinny, so yeah. Just kind of ends up being... Jay!
Jay!
As Buddy got better, I began taking the trio out on walks together, and something just clicked. I'm not really sure what it was, but something just felt right. The three of them seemed to balance each other out somehow. The only issue was I only really wanted 2 dogs, not 3. But at the time, I just concentrated on trying to get them all better and figured I'd think about the future in the future. A couple weeks after getting Jay, both her and Buddy got very sick, with a lot of diarrhea and vomit. I tried to take care of them, but they eventually got to the point of throwing up blood, and so I ended up having to rush them both to a local clinic where they spent a night, but thankfully recovered and were okay. Morning shenanigans with my 3 dogs here. There's Jay, here's Timmy and Buddy. Timmy!
Buddy! Buddy! Hi, buddy! Hi, buddy! Hi! Timmy! Say hi, Timmy! Jimmy! Jimmy! Jay! 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 Say hi, Jay! Hi, Jay! Say hi!
Oh, oh, oh.
Hi, Timmy.
Timmy, Jay, and Buddy before it all goes crazy my neighbor dogs show up. We'll have to see how that works out. Timmy! Timmy, sit! Sit, Timmy! Sit!
Good! Say hi! Say hi! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I know! I know! Hi, buddy! Hi, buddy! Jay! Jay! See, this is Jay. She won't come up to me like the other two. Buddy! Hi, buddy! Hi, buddy! Jay, come here! Jay! Jay, come! Jay! Hi, Jay! Hi, Jay! Hi! Buddy! Jimmy! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
They're all nuts. They think I'm gonna feed them, but it's way too early to feed them. As time went by, I found myself toying more and more with the idea of keeping the 3 dogs. As per usual, my family thought I was nuts. Most of my coworkers, friends, and neighbors thought the same. I got asked a lot how on earth I was going to take not 1, not 2, but 3 dogs with me when I left the country in less than a year. But I knew I could make it work. I came to realize how attached I was to all 3 of them, and the idea of giving up Buddy or Jay to someone that I didn't know was very hard to conceive. I had the financial means with my job to fly them out with me, and I also didn't want to separate them, as they were becoming very close, sleeping together every night. And so I just decided to go with what I felt was right in my heart, and kept all 3 of them.